Hello and welcome, dear food enthusiasts. Today we're exploring the culinary delight that is baked feta pasta. This dish, with its origins in the Mediterranean, has taken the world by storm with its delectable combination of creaminess and tang, all wrapped up in the simple elegance of pasta. The recipe is as delightful as it is easy, making it a favorite among novice cooks and seasoned chefs alike. So without further ado, dive into the world of enticing flavors with this baked feta pasta recipe. To create this mouth-watering dish, gather these simple ingredients. Let's begin with the star of the show, the feta cheese. Its crumbly and tangy nature will melt beautifully in the oven, giving our pasta a creamy and rich texture. Next up, we have cherry tomatoes. Their sweetness will balance out the saltiness of the feta cheese. Then, we have our pasta, the canvas for our flavors. Any type will do, but for this recipe, let's use penne. Now, to elevate the flavor, we have olive oil. Its fruity and peppery notes will add a depth to our dish. Don't forget the garlic, the culinary cornerstone. It will infuse the oil with its distinctive aroma. Lastly, we have basil, salt and pepper. Basil will add a fresh note, while salt and pepper will season our dish to perfection. Now, with all the ingredients ready, it's time to start cooking. First, preheat the oven to 400 degrees Fahrenheit. This is the ideal temperature to ensure our feta and tomatoes get that perfect golden brown finish. Now, let's move on to our star ingredients, the ripe cherry tomatoes and the block of feta cheese. Start by arranging the cherry tomatoes in a single layer at the bottom of a baking dish. Make sure they're spread out evenly, providing a colorful bed for our feta. Now place the feta right in the center. This arrangement isn't just for aesthetics, it also ensures the ingredients cook evenly. Next, it's time to add some flavor. Drizzle a generous amount of olive oil over the tomatoes and feta. This will give our dish a rich, silky texture and an extra layer of flavor. But we're not stopping there. Season with a good pinch of salt and pepper, and don't forget the minced garlic. These will permeate the feta and tomatoes, creating a symphony of flavors as they bake. While our dish is transforming in the oven, let's not forget our pasta. Boil it in salted water until it's al dente, firm to the bite. Remember, the pasta will continue to cook when we mix it with our baked feta and tomatoes, so it's crucial not to overcook it now. Once the oven does its magic, you'll have a beautifully baked mixture ready for the next step. This is where our dish starts to come together, so stay tuned, we're just getting started. As the aroma of baked feta and tomatoes fills your kitchen, it's time to bring it all together. Let's dive right back into the heart of our dish. First, grab that baking dish filled with beautifully roasted feta and tomatoes. You'll notice the feta has softened and the tomatoes have burst to release their sweet, tangy juices. Now, using a fork or a potato masher, gently mash the feta and tomatoes together. This will create a creamy, aromatic sauce that's the soul of our pasta dish. Next, it's time to introduce the pasta to its delectable partner. Add in your cooked pasta, ensuring it's fully coated with the feta-tomato mixture. This is where the magic happens. The pasta absorbs all those wonderful flavors, creating an explosion of taste in every bite. But wait, we're not done yet. The piece de resistance of this dish is the fresh basil leaves. Tear a handful of these leaves and sprinkle them onto the pasta. The basil not only provides a pop of color, but also adds a layer of freshness that perfectly balances the richness of the feta and the sweetness of the tomatoes. And there you have it. Your delicious baked feta pasta is ready to serve. Look at this mouth-watering dish you've just made. With just a few simple ingredients, you've created a flavor-packed pasta dish that's sure to impress. Remember, the key here was the baked feta, the heart and soul of this recipe. I encourage you all to try this at home and share your experiences. Cooking should be fun, and with recipes like this, it's a delight. Thank you for joining this culinary adventure. Enjoy your meal and stay tuned for more delicious recipes. Until next time, happy cooking!